Every gamer on the planet is hyped for Grand Theft Auto 6. It's shaping up to be the biggest launch of the decade, possibly of all time. But even with all the excitement, one question keeps coming up again and again. Is Rockstar actually going to charge $100 for GTA 6? Because if that happens, it won't just affect GTA. It could change the pricing model for the entire gaming industry. Well, we finally have something close to an answer. Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two, the parent company that owns Rockstar, has spoken. He's addressed delays, value, and most importantly, the price. And while there's reason to breathe a little easier, it's far from a done deal. We're going to break down exactly what he said, why it matters, and how it fits into the bigger picture of rising game prices in 2025. Over the last year, we've watched prices go up across the board. Consoles? Up. Accessories? Up. Subscription services? Definitely up. But the biggest hike, and the one that stings the most, is game pricing itself. Several publishers are now charging $80 as their base price. We've seen it from Nintendo. We've seen it from Xbox. And PlayStation? Don't be surprised if they follow suit soon. And here's the scary part. A lot of these $80 games are completely forgettable. Recycled content, live service filler, minimal innovation. So if those games are $80, what happens when we're talking about Grand Theft Auto? A franchise known for changing the industry, selling hundreds of millions of copies, and launching cultural moments? Let's be blunt. If Rockstar drops GTA 6 at $100, people will still buy it. And publishers are watching. Behind closed doors, some are reportedly hoping Rockstar does just that, so they can point to it and say, see? $100 is the new normal. That's why what Zelnick said matters. In a recent interview, Strauss Zelnick addressed GTA status. First, he confirmed the game only entered full production in 2020, after the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. That puts us at about 5 years of active development, give or take. The budget, estimated at $1 billion. That would make GTA 6 the most expensive video game ever made. And that doesn't include marketing, which is expected to be massive, TV spots, billboards, digital ads. Rockstar's about to be everywhere. Zelnick also talked about the recent delay, calling it a necessary move to achieve perfection. And while he promised no more delays, let's be real, delays happen. Don't be shocked if the date shifts again. But the headline moment came when he was asked directly about pricing. Here's Zelnick's response, and it's worth quoting in full. It's true that some of our competitors are talking about higher or variable pricing, but our guiding principle is always to deliver far more value than what we charge. We believe consumers recognize the relationship between how good a product is and what they pay for it. Everyone experiences that, we all feel that. So we're very aware that our job is to deliver tremendous value to our customers, and we believe we're doing exactly that. Take-Two claims they're not just following the trend. They want to price games based on what they offer, not what the competition is doing. Is that reassuring? Kind of, but actions speak louder than words. Before we move on, if you want to try the latest games without breaking the bank, GameFly lets you rent physical copies and have them delivered right to your door. Click the link in the description to learn more and start your free trial. Whether you're into GTA, anime, or the nerdiest new releases, GameFly has you covered. Now let's get back to it. A great way to test Zelnick's statement is to look at what Take-Two is doing right now with other titles. Take Mafia, The Old Country, a next-gen installment in the beloved Mafia series. Instead of the usual $70 to $80 launch price, it went live with pre-orders at just $50. And yet, everything we've seen from The Old Country, the open world, the storytelling, the combat, suggests it's delivering a true AAA experience. It's not a budget release. It's a pricing strategy based on value. And don't forget, Mafia is also under the Take-Two umbrella, just like GTA. If they're willing to undercut expectations there, maybe they'll do the same for GTA 6. Despite all the rumors and speculation, there's little evidence Rockstar will go that far. Yes, the development budget is massive. Yes, they could probably get away with it. But the backlash would be brutal, especially when you factor in GTA Online, which will likely be filled with microtransactions from day one. They don't need to charge $100 for the base game when the real money is in shark cards and live service content. Our prediction, $70 or $80. Maybe 2 editions, a standard and a deluxe, but not $100 for the base version. Here's where things get personal. We've seen so many people online say, if GTA 6 is $100, I'll pay it anyway. Look, we get the hype, but that mindset is dangerous. Blindly accepting higher prices hurts everyone. It opens the door for publishers to keep raising costs while delivering less and less. And it punishes gamers who simply can't afford it, especially younger players or those with tighter budgets. Just because a game can charge more doesn't mean it should. And just because you can afford it doesn't mean it's worth it. We've all seen $70 games that aren't even worth $30. Don't let the brand name fool you. At the end of the day, this conversation about GTA 6's price isn't just about a number on a sticker. It's about where the industry is headed, what values we want to promote as gamers, and how publishers interpret our willingness to pay. Rockstar and Take-Two have a unique opportunity here. They're not just releasing a game, they're setting a precedent. The whole world is watching how GTA 6 is positioned, not just in terms of gameplay or graphics, but in terms of consumer trust. If they price it fairly, it shows they understand that long-term goodwill is worth more than a short-term cash grab. But if they go too far, they risk triggering a wave of backlash that could undermine everything they've built over the last decade. And let's not forget, we're living in a time when people are already feeling stretched. Between inflated prices for consoles, DLC, subscriptions, and battle passes, the barrier to entry for gaming has never been higher. For a lot of fans, GTA 6 isn't just a big release, it's the release. It's a cultural event. But if that event starts with a 3-digit price tag, it risks leaving too many people out of the celebration. There's also a deeper issue at play here, the way publishers frame value. Just because a game is massive in scope, or took billions to produce, doesn't automatically justify a higher cost. Value should come from player experience, from storytelling, innovation, immersion, and fun, not from marketing budgets or development timelines. And while GTA May 6th very well be a masterpiece, that doesn't mean it should open the floodgates for every studio to charge more just because Rockstar did it first. We've already seen companies try to normalize overpriced mediocrity. Games that barely function at launch, loaded with microtransactions, asking for $70 or more while offering far less than past-gen titles that cost $50. So if GTA 6 succeeds at a premium price, it risks becoming an excuse for lesser studios to follow suit, without delivering the same level of quality or polish. That's why this discussion is important, not just to critique, but to educate and empower, to remind everyone that our voices matter, and more importantly, our spending habits matter even more. It's easy to roll our eyes at $10 price bumps, but when those add up across dozens of games, expansions, and in-game purchases, we're looking at a hobby that's quickly becoming unsustainable for many players. The frustrating part is, publishers know this. They know gamers are passionate and loyal, and that we'll often pay more for franchises we love. But that passion shouldn't be exploited. It should be respected. So here's the bottom line. GTA 6 is going to sell like crazy, no matter what. It's already a guaranteed hit. But how it's priced will send a signal to the entire industry. If Take-Two sticks to a reasonable number, $70 or even $80, it shows they still care about their fanbase. If not, it could spark a pricing arms race that pushes more gamers to the sidelines. And that's the real danger. Not just paying more, but making this hobby inaccessible to a whole generation of younger or lower-income players who deserve to be part of this experience just as much as anyone else. We need to keep asking these questions, keep having these conversations, and most of all, stay informed and intentional about how we support the games and companies we love. Because the second we stop questioning, the second we stop caring, is the moment the industry stops caring about us. What do you think GTA 6 should cost? Do you trust Take-Two to do the right thing? Would you still buy it at $100? Drop your thoughts down below. We'll be in the comments. And before you go, remember to check out the GameFly link in the description. Try the latest games without spending a fortune, and support the channel at the same time. Hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Subscribe for more deep dives into the biggest gaming news. And as always, thanks for watching What's Up Nerd Insider. We'll see you in the next one.